Thank you, Mr. Veenstra. Now recognize Mr. Evans of Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have 3 quick questions, though you probably say nothing is quick here. But I'm trying to make it quick. Mr. Leach, I would like to start with you. How can we improve the system when half the regional offices are supposed to help states with these technologies have been closed?
Yes, so I think the role of ACF is going to have to shift dramatically to a more support function than a compliance function, and that may be good for everybody. Let's reduce some regulation, let's reduce that focus on that, and let's start thinking about innovation and utilizing the partners in the community, vendors and other folks to help move these things along. We got it. We can't continue to stay stuck with the current child welfare regulations. We gotta just jump all that and move. I do want to add that, like, we're stuck with outdated systems because sometimes it's a 50-50 state federal match. Let's remind ourselves Medicaid's a 90-10. That's an easy fix, right? Homelessness, FYI vouchers, right? Can't use them if you're an extension of foster care. You got to choose one or the other. Why is HUD and ACF going against each other on that? Ridiculous, right? And then, Chafee, we can easily reduce regulations and reduce burden, administrative burden. Those are simple things we could do. We all just have to sit together with lived experience, bring it back down here, and we can really change this and shift all of this. Again, making sure that we continue to figure out that connection aspect of it. But we have a lot of work to do, but we have the right people.
Ms. Carr, the big ugly bill made massive cuts in Medicare, which is the #1 source of health insurance for foster youth.
You're correct. However, our youth, we haven't specifically in the state of Illinois experienced any cuts with our youth in care as of yet. So I can't really speak on that, as nothing has happened to our youth right now, but we are monitoring closely to see how that will look for us in our youth in care in the future.
Mr. Lewis, there's only so much one can do to help the most vulnerable when the president is the only one concerned about protecting himself and big billionaire buddies. That's the question.
I have seen in my own life, and I believe to my core, that the solutions for the community are mostly in the community. And I would love the opportunity for technology to be leveraged to help more communities care for themselves whenever possible.
Dr. Jacobs, can you give your response to that?
I've seen in my life, in my service in the military and in my service following that, in service to this country, that the solutions that we need as Americans are generally found among us Americans. And if we wait for someone else with more money and more power to solve our problems for us, we'll be waiting for a long time. We need to do this ourselves. We need individuals, communities, localities to dig in and work together, as Americans always have.
We work with states, both red states and blue states. From the feedback and questions from this committee, child welfare seems to be a bipartisan issue that is supported wholeheartedly by both sides of the aisle. I've seen various administrations and how it's impacted our ability to work with states, and I haven't seen much of a difference. So I look forward to working with this committee on both sides of the aisle to bring child welfare, regardless of what party is in control. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.